And
hello.
Yep. Oh, Barry is muted. Barry muted himself. He did that to himself.
It's always.
Barry.
Hi.
Hey. Welcome to you people. Welcome to those watching the Dawn Patrol, because it's dawn somewhere,
and it's patrol somewhere else.
Patrol somewhere else, and it's both here.
Have you seen? I'm sure you've seen the original movie, right?
The Dawn Patrol
that this show is based on.
I have seen the movie. I can't say that the show is based on it.
No.
Roughly. I mean, really roughly.
Yeah, this show's more like based on Ben-Hur, I think.
Yeah, as in being one of the horses in the
with the rotating blades.
Yeah.
I was really focused on what's coming out the back of the horses, to be honest.
Oh, really? Yeah, that would be the least of my problems if I was in that that Coliseum.
But that's a tale for another day.
Yeah. Hey, it cut off Alfie's leg. Well, are you kidding? I stepped in some shit. Come on. I just got this toga. You know? From Amazon. So what day is it? It's Sunday. My God, it's Sunday. And that means it's us doing this. We got lots of cool stuff. We've got that traffic stuff from Norb and Marv.
Good.
Yeah. Mr. Lee, we've got two, not just one, two different product reviews of white trash food.
Mm-hmm.
And so that I'm looking forward to. He's just marvelous, Mr. Lee. We got Barry Rosenblum, who will be here with us, as well as on video. We've got some stuff from him and his Thrifty Pictures exploits. What else have we got? We've got the new old news that's usually done by myself and Dash and Alicia from Society Circus Players. All kinds of crazy stuff, and we've got us, here, right? Right? I mean,
something's got to weigh the show down.
We count something. I've got a puppet just sitting here with nothing to do.
That's a threat. All right, we'll do our best, boss. By the way, is anybody else seeing what I'm seeing with my shoulders here? I don't.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's
good. I thought it was worms.
Looks like an episode of Dr. Katz. No, that's nobody
awesome.
Remembers Dr. Katz.
I'm drawn poorly. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yes. You're not evil. You're just drawn that way. So, how's life been since since we three have met before? It's like the three witches at the cauldron. How's life been?
My wife and I had our first guests to our house. In a long time yesterday.
Oh, how'd that go?
It was really weird.
Isn't it though?
It was great. Yeah. Before they walked in, they said masks or no, that's okay. We're all vaccinated and we hugged each other, which was really bizarre. So I'm ready. It's been like, I can't tell you how long it's been since I've had guests, like 6 years.
Yeah. Well, my wife and I are going to be guests right after the show. We're going to be guests at a house with nice. Our friends for the first time in I don't know how long, and all that's going to happen. So the hugs and the masks, and no, don't wear the mask, and then when I remember what one of the guys looks like, maybe he should. How about you, Steve?
Pretty much the same thing happened to me. I went to a friend's house yesterday. They told me to put the mask back on.
That was your Mexican wrestler mask.
and that was outdoors, for God's sake. That was.
It was didn't take long. I was there for about a half an hour, and I got thrown out. So.
That's
good.
That's
actually,
25 minutes longer than you usually last.
So you see, progressed in a year. In a year of regression, I went forward.
Yeah, well, sometimes all you have to do is stand still and let the rest of the world slide backwards, which is something that my puppet says all the time.
Heard that.
The
So
puppet is deep.
very deep, very.
The hand is quicker than the eye.
Yeah. So, do you have any? Do you have any factoids for us, Steve? Or do you want to?
Yeah, absolutely. I always have several. Where can I start?
Here now today.
Do you know that more than 1/5 the world's calories that are consumed by humans worldwide is provided by rice alone?
Wow.
Rice alone?
Rice alone accounts for 1/5 of the calories consumed.
So if you eat rice with something else, is that excluded from that for you?
Or with other people?
Well, no, it's just rice. Did you also know that people can have a psychological disorder called boanthropy?
Yeah.
What did they
Boanthropy. It's a belief that you're a cow.
I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to say utter nonsense and all that stuff. We're just not going to go there.
Tell me more about that.
Avoid getting some bovine perspiration. We have Mr. Leon, right? Do you know that the name for a Pringles is a hyperbolic paraboloid?
You mean the shape of a Pringles is a hyperbolic paraboloid?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. It would be. You're right. Yes, because it's parabolic going one way, but it's a hyperbolic going the other way. That's
you guys
really
want to have a moment yourselves here.
Stick with me. It's like knowing me is like going to high school.
Really? Yeah. Really? You mean I'm not going to get laid with you either?
Oh man, the more things change. Do you know a duel between 3 people is actually called a truel?
And I think a duel between old people is called a drool.
Do you know Mr. Potato Head was the first toy that was advertised on television? You didn't know that, did you?
Yes, I did. So it was very. It goes way back, Mr. Potato Head. Yeah.
But then back in the day, it was just you had to provide your own potato, I believe, right?
Yeah.
The Irish did not get Mr. Potato Head until the early 1900s.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Do you know what the stage before frostbite is?
Say that again. The what?
It's called the stage before frostbite is called frost nip.
I've got good news and bad news, Mrs. Jenkins. Your husband.
High demand for ninja shows in Japan, that Japan is actually facing a ninja shortage because it's a dying tradition and companies are having a hard time finding trained ninjas.
Well, that's the point of being a trained ninja, is that you're hard to find, isn't it? I mean, that's maybe all those ninjas are there, but they're good.
You just don't know where they are.
Of course not. No.
Now, and one last one.
Final one.
Really makes me think. Even though Fruit Loops are different colors, they all taste the same.
Have you done experiments? I think the same is true of M&Ms, right?
You're telling me that red tastes different from yellow?
I'm telling you, it tastes exactly the same.
Oh, the same.
Doesn't matter the color of the Fruit Loop, they all taste the same.
Okay. Well, speaking of Fruit Loops,
there's a lesson in life to be learned from that.
There is not at all.
What it is.
But what we are going to learn is what it's like to drive in Miami, which is not that different from some other places, like New Jersey even. But Miami is different. So Norm and Marv are going to fill us in on that. Cool. Let's let them do it. Oh God.
Oh, we're finally off 95, Norb.
What
So
a
happy.
snake pit. It's a
I hate snakes.
pit of vipers.
It's just terrible.
God. All right.
Okay. Well, we're off
We're
now.
almost there.
That's all that matters. I can see the top of the building.
Okay, now
from
we're in the
here.
back. I can. Yeah, there it is.
There
I
it
can
is.
see the
I
top
can
of the
see the
building.
flag.
Good.
Yeah.
This road just goes straight,
It just-
and you
we
make a
just
left, and
take-
there's the building.
Right.
Okay.
We just take this road. We
Okay.
should be
Well,
fine.
okay. There's a
canal.
There's a canal.
Well,
all right.
Just make a left. Just make
All
a left and go
right,
parallel with the canal.
You can't. It says no left turns. This is the thing.
That's just for the locals. That's fine. We're not from here.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
There we go.
Now.
We're good now. We're running parallel to the canal. I see it right there. We just need to find a. Okay, so we just need to find a way over the canal and then go back.
We are in a housing complex now.
Oh, I hate these. There's no way out
There's
of
a
these.
guard gate.
Yeah, just go around the hairpin. Just go around
Yeah,
the hairpin,
okay.
and we'll be fine. This should get us out of here.
All right. Just keep going straight.
Yeah,
because
just keep
it'll
going
take it
straight.
back
And just follow the
where-
road.
Okay,
It'll take you back to the exit.
we
We'll be
are
fine. And then we'll just
in
go
a
to the building again.
warehouse district, right?
Okay.
Things are very.
We'll just cut through the warehouse.
Cut through-
Warehouse district.
Okay, there's a little lane that goes between.
Yeah, there's 2 gates.
Because I can see the buildings
And
there.
we can just go.
Okay.
Yes,
there,
just go.
okay.
Follow the warehouse.
All right. Okay.
All right, we're good. We're good.
Straight down this road,
Uh-huh.
and
We're in a high school parking lot. How
high
did we
school.
get here?
Yeah, I don't know. Let's
Just go. They're closed today. It's Sunday. Just keep going.
Okay, there's the building. I can see the
I can
building
see
right
it, I
there.
can see it, it's right
that's-
there.
Okay, good. Just
keep following
All
this
right.
road.
Okay, we are at a harbor.
Why does Miami have so many harbors?
I don't.
And why
There's
is it always
boats.
in our way? What if we double back?
Double back.
around the
We'll go
harbor?
back exactly
Yeah,
the way we
exactly
came.
the way we came. We
just
can't go
retrace
wrong.
our steps.
And then we'll go
Okay.
back, and it'll be
All
like
right.
one
All right.
of those Rubik's
I
puzzles.
don't. All the signs are not in English. I have no idea what we are. This is highlight. This is a highlight.
Oh, we're at the
place.
highlight place. Well,
Yeah.
I know exactly where we are.
Yeah.
I know exactly where
And
we
I
are.
can see the building
And I
from
can
here.
see the building.
Okay.
Keep going straight.
Okay.
Take a right at the fork.
Okay. There's another canal.
There's always canals. Take a just follow the canal. We'll find the overpass. Let's go take an overpass. There's one up ahead.
There's an overpass,
There's one up
right
ahead. Just go up the overpass.
Okay, there you go.
There we go.
Okay. Okay. We missed it. It's,
Yep.
But I can
Who
see
puts
the
the
building.
signs right
I can
before the
There's
exit?
the building. I can see the building.
I can see
it's
it
right there.
Just cut across this field.
Cut across the field.
Cut across the
Okay.
field.
It's a harbor. Oh,
That was
Good
very enlightening.
what's that? Hey,
Very enlightening. Hi, Barry.
it was enlightening. Yes,
How did he get here?
Barry's here now. Other Barry's here. 2 Barrys.
Yes, and I'll say I am ecstatic that I have not dealt with Miami traffic in over a year now.
Well, it's not
So-
the traffic. It's trying to
the
get from
drivers.
place to place. But it is the traffic too. But yeah. Oh yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, it's pretty horrible. Yeah, it's horrible. Yeah, it is like that there. You know, we were just improving, but really, it's just
That's
we both
real.
we know, but it's like you can see it, but you can't get there from here. So Barry Rosenblum, how was your week?
Good. Low key week, and then
That's good.
yesterday I went to drop off some donations and went inside to see what they had as well, and got a Traveling Wilburys album. So with Petty and Harrison and Floyd. So that's my excitement for the weekend.
Okay, and who? Floyd?
No, not Floyd. It's
Roy
George
Orbison.
Harrison. Yeah,
Roy
Roy
Orbison, and
There's one other.
Bob
Jeff Lynne and Bob.
Yes, Jeff Lynne and Bob Dylan.
Dylan.
Yeah,
Right, that album.
yeah, that album.
Yeah. They used to the bunch of them used to get together and meet and decide who was and who wasn't a Wilbury. Like, is Prince a Wilbury? Nah, Prince is not a Wilbury. It's just so screw them. You know, you're not a Wilbury. I'm not a Wilbury. Only one of them still alive. Two of them are still alive. Dylan's still alive, but he doesn't know it. So,
Are they still traveling though? Does he still travel?
I think they're the sedentary Wilburys now. Staying in place.
Phases.
So, we're here. We're four cool guys. What do you want to do?
Two.
Maybe we can have an audience poll as to who the two are.
Vote now.
No.
Dial in.
We might be waiting long.
Yes. Yeah.
Tax rates do apply though if you vote.
Yeah. Believe me, if you lived in Florida, you would not recommend voting any more than you absolutely have to. We're not very good at it here. So
Show of
Barry,
hands, who believes that? No,
what's that?
I said show of hands. Who believes?
Yeah. So Barry, we're going to be launching another one of your 50 pictures pieces today.
Nice. I do not know which one. So
of course you
that's
don't.
Always exciting.
Of course you don't. Of course you don't. Why would I tell you? Yeah, it should be fun. Could you tell us a little bit more again about who is Thrifty Pictures? What's that all about?
Well, I don't know if he wants me to use his full name. Usually,
it doesn't matter. Make up a name.
Last names. My buddy Eric.
Just call him Floyd.
Barry.
Yeah, I'll call him Eric. His name's Eric. I'll call him Eric.
Be fun.
Oh, I'm getting some reverb.
Tell us a little bit more again about
what was that? Okay, somebody's watching. Okay.
Yeah.
There you
there we go. So yeah, just the stuff that we've done. We've wrote a bunch of stuff. We haven't filmed a bunch of stuff, but similar to all of our projects, if you like anything that we've done, you can always expect that it's just going to stop abruptly and never continue again with no explanation of why. Our most recent project is sitting on a laptop that's dead. I think I might have said last time. And we have a lot.
That's the theme of it? Sitting on a laptop that's dead? That's the skit?
Wasn't that a Beatles song?
I did
wait.
We had to bring it home, yeah.
Cuckoo,
one of the things we were working on recently is, have you guys seen any of that tier list content that they put on YouTube? Where it's pretty much like they give a grading scale to XYZ object. Like you would tier list classic rock bands. So you might put Pink Floyd in super tier, A tier, whereas you might put someone like ABBA. I mean, myself personally, I might put them in a C tier level.
Is there anything? Is there a G or lower? Is it?
I mean, you can create your own. The typical is they do A to F with some people putting a special tier at the top.
Okay.
For whatever the fandom is.
Okay, so this has something to do with Thrifty Pictures in some way?
Oh, well, we were trying to sort of reinvent that wheel. We'll take content that sort of exists and try to do something different with it. Sort of parodying that whole idea.
Okay. Are you open to suggestions on for the
open.
bid? Okay. Instead of A, B, and C, just use like Arabic letters.
Hieroglyphics.
Use hieroglyphics.
Tier list, which are the best lost languages?
Well, let's tier list Barry right now. Why don't we? Shall we? I will.
Which of us lands where?
No, this.
Today on Things, beards. What are they for? Most of us have them, but how do we use them? Are they for sprinkling loose hairs on your fettuccine alfredo? No, that's not what beards are for. What about hiding little seeds for a long winter season? Aha! Looks like they work there. It's a bit gross if you share them, but it looks like you're on the right track. How about to decipher yourself from your evil doppelganger? Well, you can, but be careful, for if your doppelganger grows more hair, you might be caught in a peril. Can you use your beard as a paintbrush? Aha! Now you're using beards correctly. Now, can beards be used to hang small ornaments and knickknacks in the winter season? Well, you can, but I wouldn't recommend it. Can beards be seasoned with oils and lotions to attract a mate in the wild? Well, of course. That's what beards are for. Next time on The Things, we explore mustaches. How do you use them? What are they for? Do deities without facial hair hold lesser power in the astral realm? Tonight, tomorrow night, all night, good night.
All right, everybody, welcome to the show. Today we're doing peeps. All scoring is done in the PTT, which is the packaging, texture, and taste. And all scoring is done on the 1 to 2,000 scale, 2,000 being the highest, and nobody gets a 2,000. Peeps, they were started in 1910 by John, it's been a rough day, by John Bourne. And these things are 80% sugar, which makes them 80% awesome, right? So the peeps, I got the pink one. I like pink. I think pink's a good color, right? Nothing wrong with that. So I got the pinks. We got Easter coming up. We got the resurrection on this way. We're all excited about that. So we're going to give these things a review and we're going to talk about it. So the first thing, the packaging. Obviously I like the pink. I like the fact that they got a little bird here. I like the nutritional information. It feels like a solid plastic. Everybody knows I like solid plastic. It keeps it fresh. It just feels like a 2 mil plastic, which is a solid mil. Obviously the mil is the millimeter, the thickness of the size. It tells you that it tells you there's 15 chicks inside. 15 chicks. Let's get to it. Let's open this thing up. Let's get to these 15 chicks. Don't want to litter, so I'm gonna put it right there. All right, let's get to it. Wasn't expecting that. You see how that almost flew off? I thought it was gonna be one big tray, but there's it's individual. So, you like these? They're chicks.
Oh, no, yeah.
You don't like them? Okay.
You like them for what? To eat or to look at or what? Is that what you do, eat them? Are they candy?
You know, that's a good question.
Oh, you don't even okay.
I'm getting there. I'm hoping to see. I'm about to go for it. I'll let you know how it goes down. So, let's
It
get
looks like a candy.
Yeah. Look like a kitty.
It doesn't look like they eat though.
No? I'm
Looks like maybe too much sugar.
It's 80% sugar.
Yeah, figured.
All right. There we go, our first guest on the show. How do you like that? So let's get to it. I'd imagine we're gonna go head first. And that is sugar. I don't even know what I'm eating. It's like a marshmallow with pink sprinkles. What's really cool about it is they've got eyes, right? But the eyes, check this out. The eyes are on this side. Oh, I think it's supposed to go like this. It's supposed to go like this. I'm looking at him going, I don't know if they put the eyes on the right spot, but I guess they did because he's like this. So this is a peep, and I don't know what this is. But the texture, it definitely comes off. Now I'm all glittery, put a little glitter on the shirt because we got to look good for the show. Now I got a little pink glitter, which is all right with me. So, I'll try one more. Yeah. I mean, if you're like a 7-year-old kid, you're gonna love this. I'm not a 7-year-old kid. I mean, I'm going 1,200. That's it, tops. This is too much for me. I'm out. Still here? Get out of here.
We're not just the news, baby. We're like the news scene, Daddy-O. Here are 4 dudes and a chick.
Hey, dudes and dudesses. A man identified only as number 173 was brutally and irrelevantly murdered tonight. And you get to see him dead. Live. Right here. Right now.
A large group of witnesses who didn't see anything gathered to be as unhelpful as possible at this grisly scene. Speaking of clues, white police officials had no clue why black urban men might not fully trust them or why this is even on the news.
Yeah, other than the victim's family and friends, I can't understand why anybody would want to need to see this.
I think it boosts our ratings. Hey, who's your hairstylist?
Why would a bald man ask me that?
I'm very lonely.
Well, it was a woman named Sarah. She does my perm and a wash and blow dry. She's very reasonable. Works weekends. Not mouthy like those other broads. She knows what I want and she gives it to me. Got to check her out. Meanwhile, our roving reporter discovers that getting shot can be painful.
Ow! 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 That shit hurts. Oh, my nice new shirt ruined. Ow! Do you have to do that? Ow! Ow! My boss is gonna make me pay for this. Ow! Damn! Down on my leg. Oh gosh! Shit!
In related news, the Supreme Court is expected to rule that inserting bloody, gratuitous violence into local news shows will be punishable by death, and not a minute too soon. Pam?
Thanks, Chuck. Local law enforcement is starting to crack down on what they call smutty driving. Our own Barbara Nevin reports. When traffic cops here ask you, do you know how fast you were going? There's one number you'd better not say.
It's a very smutty number. Honestly, we'd rather hear you say any other number. 5 miles an hour is okay. 100 isn't great, but it's better than that smutty number. I guess, 50 is the best number to say. Nice, round, clean number.
This woman said the bad number.
She seemed so nice. I couldn't believe that number came out of her sweet mouth. Could have said 68 or 70, anything else. You just never know.
I have said that number often, but only in the privacy of my own canasta club.
So traffic really is a numbers game. Apparently, you can win it by never saying the number 69. Oh, damn. I said 69. Ah! I said it again. Ah! I'm sure they'll edit that out since I sleep with Stuart, the film editor. I'm Barbara Nevins, and I might not have a job. Maybe. We'll see. Stuart, you're sleeping with Barbara Nevins? How could you do that to me? Didn't that night, sitting under the stars and listening to distant gunshots, mean anything to you? Is it my hair? I know you broke a tooth on it one time. I can change. I guess I'm, over to you, Chuck.
Oh, for God's sake, Pam. Anyway, we asked some guy what he thought tomorrow's weather would be like.
I think it'll be murky, like overcast, like clouds, if it rains, it could get wet, so more later.
Shuffling papers, looking busy. Local residents are voting to demand that free port wine be distributed to all seniors on demand. A judge sobered up long enough to explain why.
I have not had too much to drink. You've had too much to drink, sunshine.
Don't you think it's bad for a judge to be this drunk?
Oh, don't you think it's bad for a judge to be this drunk? Let's make love.
A rash of exploding telephone poles has been making life difficult for drivers and pedestrians. Are you okay, Pam?
No, Chuck, I'm not okay. Why don't you and all the other males go to hell? Oh, here's another male telling lies. That's all they do.
I'm a middle-aged white male, so I'm probably lying. But Joan Wentworth here is the city's only full-time exploding telephone pole warning officer. She steers kids away from potential exploding poles. Exploding poles can be difficult to spot, but Joan's a trained expert who keeps people away from them for their safety. Not this driver, unfortunately. She wears that yellow uniform to be easily seen, and so debris won't ruin her clothes.
I am a different white male. Are these kids getting too close to an exploding pole? Looks like Officer Joan Wentworth thinks so. Chuck, back to you, my man. My main man. My man.
In other male news, a new transvestite training center and cabaret opened its doors last night. Crowds flocked to the Dress Makes the Man Center to watch proceedings and pick up some cross-dressing tips. Of course, that's nothing our own sportscaster, Biff Baker, doesn't already know. How about it, Biff? Got any hoop skirts back home?
Cut the crap, Chuck. The Milwaukee Braves have been voted the single most racist team name and logo in baseball, narrowly beating out the Akron. You know how shiftless and lazy those people are. They breed like flies. Dodgers. Back to you.
We sure do. And they're taking our jobs. Guy, tell us about the weather.
Well, one of those people actually applied for a job here. That'll be a cold day in hell, I can tell you. And speaking of a cold day, Chuck, here's a look at that weather you asked for. We predict that tomorrow a mysterious yellow circle will surround the southeast. That's pretty much all I know. I know this is a map, but without my glasses. I know this is an L, and that's a drawing of a cloud. This is just a big blur. The kid who really knows this stuff sets this up for me. I have to say, the forecast is murky. Chuck, Pam, you there?
Well, I don't have any plans this weekend now that I know Stuart is sleeping with Barbara. So I just hope all men drop dead and go to hell. That goes for you too, Chuck. I hope your hair comes to life and murders you.
Speaking of hair, Pam?
I'm serious. This isn't a new scene, it's a crime scene.
Let's just shuffle papers and stop being hysterical.
Hysterical?
I know I left my glasses in a box
You
somewhere.
said hysterical?
Where are my spectacles? It's spectacles, testicles.
That
Am I the only one who has it
Oh, there.
together? What is going on?
Oh, the weather looks murky.
Well,
Yeah. That was awesome.
Absolutely fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. You know, as the more I was watching it, the more of those news items that I actually remembered. Of course, I spent a lot of time smoking weed back then.
Oh, yes, that's how. Of course, we talked about that.
And something else I'd like to say is I've decided that Mr. Lee is today's Ralph Nader.
Well, if you spell it Nadir, I agree with you. That may be the single most educated joke I've ever made. So,
What do you say?
So let's break it down.
Let's stop and debate it for a while.
You have to know who Ralph Nader is. You have to know directions.
and you have to know what that word means. Google it, millennials. Google it, because you are the Nader. Okay. I don't know. You guys want to play something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Checkers.
Okay. Checkers. Hey, how about let's see. How about alphabet?
Yeah.
I haven't studied up on my alphabet in a few years, but I'll give it a shot.
How do you
Okay.
play?
Yeah, which alphabet are we using?
Let's do the Greek alphabet.
Wow, that's true. It must be very difficult to do alphabet in in Arab languages.
Chinese, where they don't really have an alphabet.
Yeah, wow, that could take forever to go through all those. Yeah. Okay, alphabet. It's Barry can explain alphabet.
Yeah, the way alphabet works is we'll start with a letter, and once we receive that letter, we'll go around clockwise, sort of doing a scene. Or how are we going to handle this? A scene or conversation using it?
It'll be a fiasco.
A fiasco.
Fiasco.
So I sort of explained. What letter would we like to start with?
I say L.
L.
I don't know. I just picked a letter.
L.
So so that means that each person has to start their sentence with a word that starts with the next letter in the alphabet until we get back to L again. Correct?
Correct.
Okay, who wants to get us started with L?
Go ahead, Tom.
Well, I picked the letter, so it's cheating because maybe I know a bunch of words that start with an L.
All right, let's get this show on the road here.
I'll start.
No, see, Barry already did. He keeps doing that meta shit. We are not ready for that.
My turn then? Is it my turn to keep it going?
No, it is not your turn.
Oh, it's my turn.
Please, would you guys focus? This is really getting out of control.
Queen's Gambit's on Netflix. I'm not going to watch it, though.
Really, really good movie. Series. Really good.
Steve. The name is Steve. Any questions?
Too much time passed since the last answer. I'm gonna have to pass it on.
Under different circumstances, I'd go next, but I'm gonna pass it on as well.
Vaccines. Can we just get on to vaccines for a bit?
Why? Why?
Xavier Kugat asked me that same question the last time I ran into him.
You know Xavier Clue as well.
0 people know who that was.
You might be right.
Boy, Steve. Anyway,
could you repeat that?
Do this faster.
Dads.
Friends like these, who needs other people?
Good riddance to other people.
Help. We really could use some help.
I would help you if I could, but I'm helpless.
Just like I was thinking.
Keep it going. Just keep it going.
Last one.
Oh, wow. Man, finally.
Oh. Woo!
Did we do that?
Penelope. Penelope.
We're done. We finished.
Oh, we're done?
Yes, we are.
No, Steve wasn't playing the game. He was just fantasizing about his high school girlfriend.
Oh, I didn't even know we started yet. When did you guys get here?
Oh, no. Well, we certainly have used letters.
That was one of my goals for the day.
Complete.
The total disdain for this art form is just frightening.
This is not an art form. I don't know whoever told you that improv was art, but it's not.
I thought you told me that. Yeah, okay. Case in point. People would just be like flashing by here. Might actually think we were doing something funny by you.
Well, we think we are. That's the
the
main point. I'm still floored by my Nader joke. I'm sorry. that was too good for the room.
By the way, you had N, I think, in that game.
Yeah.
And I was waiting for you to start a sentence with Nader, which I don't think is possible. And I'm throwing down the gauntlet there, by the way.
Oh, that's what I heard.
Wow. Nader and Gauntlet in the same show.
And Xavier Cugat.
And Xavier Cugat, who nobody knows. It's good to know who Xavier Cugat is, just in case you ever have to play this game.
That's right.
You need an X. There you go.
Wasn't that Charo's husband?
What's that?
Wasn't that Charo's husband?
Yeah, he was abandoned.
Nobody knows who that is either.
Charo?
Yeah, what century do you think we're in?
20th?
No, it's not. It's not.
Isn't this the 70s?
No, it's not the 70s. We'd all have to be in the same room if this was the 70s.
My hair would be black if it was the 70s.
Yeah, and I'd be wearing a black T-shirt if this was the 70s. Oh, wait.
Oh, you see, this is the 70s.
It is. Yeah. Very quickly then, Barry, can you explain to us the ins and outs of why Alphabet is part of the improv world? I mean, what?
Just summarize it real quick. I feel like I like Alphabet because the game is built in, and I feel like with any short form game that we play, the game is built to where failure is funny. If someone messes up the alphabet, similar to a lot of,
then we are freaking, we are freaking hilarious.
I thought that was the meaning of life.
Failure, yes.
We're too good at alphabet, but no, I like those games and short form games in general because I feel like unlike long form improv, the game is built in for you. So it's like, just here's your thing, play it this way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's great for these times that we live in, with people have such short attention spans. That half alphabet is probably going to be the next big thing. We probably can't concentrate on going all the way through the alphabet, but letter. They'll just call it letter. L.
Everyone start with A.
They just say one. Just get a letter, say a word, and that's it. Go out drinking. Do you have any beer that's a little bit hoppier with some mango and coconut in it? You fucking assholes.
You see, what other show could you possibly get 20 or 30-year-old news, naders,
and Xavier Cugat?
It's social commentary.
Yeah.
I mean,
we should apply for a grant.
I mean, we should all move to California.
Historical grant.
Well, speaking about grant, we're gonna grant Mr. Lee. We should have done the Peeps thing last week for Easter. I didn't realize he had a Peeps thing, but I've got another one of his that is a little bit less tied to any holiday, and believe it or not, it's something that I didn't eat when I was a kid, and I never had any interest in, but it was always there. So let's take a look at another Mr. Lee show. and he'll be joining us live next week. But for now, we'll just have to take him dead.
Will he be bringing peeps?
He'll be bringing all his peeps, all his homies. Mr. Lee, where are you?
How you doing? Welcome to the show. Today we're doing snowballs. All scoring is done on the PTT, which is the packaging, texture, and taste, and all scoring is done on the 1 to 2,000 scale. 2,000 being the highest, and nobody gets a 2,000. Today's review is going out to the one and only my booby, the Jesus, J. Alexander. You wanted to see it, man? I'm here for you. Let's review the snowball. First of all, this item was started in 1947 and became popular in the United States right after World War II when they stopped the flour and sugar rationing of Americans. So once World War II ended, Americans were allowed to eat more flour and sugar, and they went for the snowball. That's how this became popular. Let's get to it. First thing we got to talk about is the packaging, the P in the PTT, the packaging. Very cool, classic design. They show what it is, the snowball. Little words here, says a product enlarged to show detail, which that you got to know it's large to show detail. I like that it says snowball. It's a fun color with the same great taste. This is a fun color. Pink's a fun color. I guess that's a fun color. I don't know what's not a fun color. Put that in the comment section. What's not a fun color? The back, I like it. They show this new product that they're also coming out with. They got the nutritional information. And it's one of my favorite things. We've got the zip rip. You know the zip rip, where you kind of, you rip it and it zips down, but wasn't good glue. Rule number 3 in the show, you got to have good glue. Lets people know that it's sealed tight. This was not good glue. Didn't work out for me, but what are you going to do? So I open it up and it looks awesome. Pull out the first snowball. Now, I've never had a snowball. I never even thought to want to purchase a snowball. I usually go for the more classic treats, but I'm into it. Let's get it. It's packaged in a nice plastic bag. Feels like a 1.5 mil bag, which is kind of thin to keep a food product fresh. The mil is the millimeter, the thickness of the bag. This is about a 1.5 mil. I prefer a 2 mil bag. Usually keeps the product a little more fresher for me, but that's Hostess, man. They're the mostest. Let's do it. So, let's do it. Let's take it open. That's a good smell. That is a smell of coconut and marshmallow. Coconut marshmallow. Let's feel it, the texture. You know what that feels like? This feels like if it was like here on somebody. Like it just feels nice. You know, it's like, let's finish the review. So, feels nice. On the bottom is a little chocolatey. I guess when it goes through the belt, it doesn't cover all this on the bottom. The sprinkles don't come off, which I like. Let's get to it. Let's see how this baby looks. Yeah, that's awesome. And look inside, we've got marshmallow, we've got chocolate stuff, and this is like the coconut flavoring. Let's get to it. What do we got? Yeah, so I love the chocolate inside. I love the marshmallow. I'm not a huge fan of coconut myself, but I enjoy it. I think it's great. Not my go-to. I wouldn't go for it, but I like it. Let's get to it. Let's give it a score. 16.25. What are you gonna do? Have a great day.
He seems to have enjoyed it.
Well, that's good news.
Very scientific method in his scoring.
Yes, it's 1 to 2,000, but nobody gets a 2,000.
Right.
Nobody.
That wasn't a 1626. You notice that was. He really knew his numbering system.
Well, if it had the 2 mil packaging,
maybe
might have bumped it up.
It's funny. You had mentioned that you've never had that before. Neither have I.
I had one once. But they came in a 2-pack, and I only not like 2-pack. you know. There was 2 in a pack, and I had one, and I gave the other one to my sister. I gave her all the stuff I didn't like. Yeah.
Okay, so which type of treats did you like? Did you like Twinkies or Ho-Hos or?
You know, we weren't into Hostess when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I lived in Brooklyn and then in Long Island, and in that area, Drake's was huge.
Yeah.
Devil Dogs and Ring Dings and Yankee Doodles and stuff like that. And we absolutely, I Yodels. I couldn't get enough of those. So that
when I was growing up, my best friend's father had Yankee Doodles and Pepsi for breakfast every morning. Yeah.
I don't know why drink Pepsi if you don't have a Yankee Doodle nearby.
Exactly.
Yeah. And they had all kinds of stuff back in those days. Drake's used to make a coffee cake.
Yeah, the Drake's cake.
I know, but they used to make Drake's used to make a coffee cake that big. Mm-hmm.
So did
it came in a little gray box with a little orange, and that was Drake's coffee cake. The maxi cake, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it was
When you couldn't find Entenmann's.
Well, there was none yet, but then there was. But yeah, I mean, they used to have Yankee like Devil Dogs. They were about that big, and then about 10 years later, they were about that big, and then
that's a big dog.
Yeah. What about you? How was your?
What did you call me?
What was? What about you? What about you?
It was all the same. It was all the same thing. Drake's. What was the one? Was it Yankee Doodle? It was like rolled up with cream in the middle.
Swiss roll.
Yeah, Swiss roll.
No, but there was a Drake's version of it. Swiss roll was like Little Debbie.
Oh, Yodel.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yodel was good. I like the Yodel.
Well, they made a Swiss roll too.
Oh, they did?
You know how you make a Swiss roll. You just push him down the aisle.
Yodel.
I'm so.
You know what's sad is that whole last 5 minutes was scripted.
We actually worked on that for like 3 hours.
Yeah, we worked on it, and Tom said it's got to end with a joke about rolling Swiss people down a hill.
But it was pure genius that led us to it.
Oh yeah,
yeah, pure.
Yeah, my only criticism with Lee's review was that not to get back on topic, but
was a topic.
I thought I found some of it a little on the suggestive side.
Oh, you mean the texture of the snowball?
Well, that and the slow pull.
Oh. Steve, I don't know if you've ever pulled a snowball, but that's the only way to do
Oh God.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
So there you go.
Barry Rosenblum, how about you? Do you have any snacks when you're
The one I remember is a Star Crunch. The one that's like
get the hell out the show. Get off.
That was a Star Crunch.
No one's ever heard of that.
No, I mean they always had them in the waiting room of the place that I went for second grade. They always had them in the front desk waiting room, so I'd always be excited to get sent to the front office.
Star Crunch. What the hell is Star Crunch?
The little it's like Rice Krispies and a chocolate cookie that's caramel. There was also the ones that were
look at the expressions of these two guys.
Where are you from?
Yeah, I was gonna say what planet?
Ukraine, I think.
That was a Florida cookie. I moved to Florida in first or second grade, And that's what I remember when I moved to Florida was Star Crunch. That's what they had at the school.
Oh my God.
Star Crunch.
Do they still make it? Maybe we can get Mr. Lee to review it.
I think they do. I think they do still make them. They also have like oatmeal ones with cream in the middle. It's like a giant
it's getting worse.
Oreo if it was made. Yeah, that one was always gross.
This is getting worse. But if they still make Star Crunch, I don't even want to say it. I don't know. It's just so like maybe next week I'll talk to Mr. Lee, see if we can get him to review Star Crunch on the show. Wouldn't that be cool?
Now I'm definitely show up.
Yes, it would be cool. Yeah. I mean, I've never seen or heard of it. I don't want to know anything about it, really.
I don't know. It's better than a snowball, I'd say. And I'm surprised Lee put the snowball and the Peep so far apart. The snowball is just the Peep with chocolate cake mixed in.
Oh, I see. It's a Little Debbie product. I'm seeing it here. It's a Little Debbie product.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, which one? Yeah, those. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
All right, I'm going to find it right now.
Who's Little Debbie?
You might not know her, but you might remember her snowballs.
I was.
She had nice ones.
Going nowhere.
I don't want to know about that. Okay, Star Crunch. Yeah, look at that. Oh crap.
Well,
it's real.
Maybe we can get on the Food Network.
Yeah. Okay. So we will definitely get Mr. Lee to check that out for us.
So now we have something to look forward to. I might be able to make it through this week.
Right. Okay. Hang on. Just a second. Talk amongst yourselves.
Murmur.
I'm trying to think of other things that I remember, like treats from being a kid. Like as an adult, I feel like my treats have changed. You know.
But Little Debbie's haven't.
I would certainly hope so.
What are your treats now?
I don't know, like fruit.
Get off this show.
Come on, when you got a hankering for a treat.
Oh man,
actually,
I don't know.
Star Crunch doesn't look too bad, actually.
I like pretzels and chocolate. Like I feel like the sweet stuff as I've gotten older, I just don't like as much. The sweet stuff is, it doesn't do it for me. But like chocolate pretzels are nice.
You'll come around. It's a full circle.
Come back around into the sweets.
Yeah.
The ones I used to like that I hate is Publix does those cookies with the frosting on top. I used to be able to eat tons of those, and now
the black and white frosted with the.
Oh no, not the black and white ones. Like the ones they'll do for the holidays. They're real mushy, and they usually have like a green. Used to love those. Now it tastes like Play-Doh on top.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they changed their ingredients, but.
Yeah.
Harry, what kind of shit do they have in Colorado?
CBD, THC.
It's the same crap as everywhere. You know what? I used to love those the oatmeal cookies with the cream inside.
That's the same brand as Star Crunch, I think.
Little Debbie. Yeah.
So the two Barrys liked Star Crunch and didn't even know it.
I've never heard of Star Crunch before today.
Oh yes, yeah. So you say.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, I'd like to continue this on until next week, but it already is next week. So isn't it sort of no, it's not next week. Tomorrow's next week.
In the UK. No, not even.
Yeah, in the Ukraine where your snacks are made. Well, thank you guys for being here. Thank you, Steve, Barry. Thanks for the alphabet. Thank you, God, for bringing us the alphabet.
And Ukrainian snack foods. You know, that when I was a kid, that was an insult. Yeah, well, your snacks are made in the Ukraine.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah, those Chernobyl chips didn't turn out very good. But they're a lot bigger than they used to be. Okay, so we will see you guys next week. This is a lot of fun, as I was sure it would be. Thank you, Steve, Barry.
Thank you, Tom.
I hope we'll see you or combinations of you on our shows coming up during the week. And Friday night, 9:00. Read My Lips. Saturday night, 9:00. Are You Serious? Tomorrow, 7:30. Shitty Improv. It's all there. It's all there for your dining and dancing pleasure. And just remember, if you remember nothing else from today, remember that. See you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Rock and roll, baby.
Bye-bye. I think. Oh, yeah.
Wait.